just a full walking disaster.
Now you just need
all the different things, right?
Cowboy boots.
Exactly.
Or
I need
just
some
rock
boots.
some
I'll trade out
Sperry's.
my boat shoes for boots. Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Alliance Show. This is the second Alliance Show of 2019. I am your co-host, Jack Malaco. To my left, your right, is the always lovely Sylvester. How you doing, man?
Good. How's it going?
Pretty good. I'm hanging in there. I'm starting to. I think people are starting to catch on that I'm stressed because I was getting some comments the other day. They're like, "Why does Jack look dead in the video?" And I'm like, dude, I need sleep. That's what I need.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, guys, so if you haven't noticed yet, the internet is a little bit iffy today. So bear with us as we try and muscle through this stream, with the internet that we do have. If you want to take it up with our internet provider. I don't even know who that is. So send your complaints to every single internet provider in Austin, Texas, and maybe one of them will get back to us. But as always, guys, you can catch this stream right after on YouTube. It goes right up onto the YouTube channel here on Beardbrand. Or where else can they watch this, or rather listen to it?
Yeah, so this actually gets translated
Yes.
into podcast form. So if this is the
does.
first time you're tuning in to the live stream here on the Beardbrand YouTube channel, first of all, welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And second of all, if this is buffering too much for you, or if you weren't able to catch in or tune in live, this gets downloaded by way of Spotify, iTunes, and SoundCloud in podcast
three.
form. So the Alliance Show airs every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on the Beardbrand YouTube channel. So join us live every Tuesday at 3, or catch it on the flip side in podcast form.
Yeah, man, and we've got a pretty stellar show lined up for you guys today. Title of this one is, of course, Winter is Coming.
Winter's coming,
Now-
or is winter here?
You know what? I think we got a little bit cheeky. I remember suggesting that title, and I was like, yeah. And then I'm like, wait a minute, we're already into winter. So yes, winter is technically here, but it's more fun to say winter is coming, okay? And what we mean by that is styles, not only with your lifestyle, but style itself with your routine tends to change when the winter comes around. Not so much here in Austin, Texas, where it's pretty much warm all year round. I mean, it gets a little chilly every other day, right? But
Yeah, it depends on the climate.
Yeah, absolutely.
It depends on a lot of different variables. Like if your skin is a little extra oily, or if
Absolutely.
you tend to have drier skin. I mean, yeah, the weather's going to impact that though for a lot of people, and we wanted to kind of tap into that subject, if you will,
Yeah.
and kind of share maybe some recommendations, maybe some best practices.
yeah, and what we deal with during this time of year.
Yeah, and then we'll share our personal struggles or accomplishments, if you will,
So
during
stick
the winter
around.
season.
We'll be talking about that later in the show. We've got some special guests behind us, or with us today. Why don't we give a little bit of a teaser of who these guys are? Now, of course, if you're listening to the podcast form, you'll have to wait until these guys come on the show. But as for you guys watching this, why don't we flip the camera around real quick? Oh, look at them. Look at all those guys. So we've got the always lovely Josh Lawson running the stream. Behind him is Randa answering your comments in the live chat. And, who are those back there? I see Carlos Costa and Eric Banholtz. So they will be
man.
joining us. Oh, I've spoiled it. I've spoiled who's going to be
That's
in the
all
stream.
right.
All right, whatever. Anyway, so they will be joining us later for the show. But until then, we've got a couple more things to get out of the way. Of course, we've always got the giveaway going on down in the description. All the instructions are down there if you want to get into that. You do not have to stick around.
Tell the podcast listeners who, or maybe those who are new, what is the giveaway? What's that about?
Of course, I always talk about this, but I always forget that we do have some new people. The giveaway is your chance, if you are watching this live on the Beardbrand YouTube channel when it airs from 3 p.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern, to win one of three $50 gift cards to the Beardbrand website. All you have to do is in the description of the video while it's airing, go into there. There's a link at the very top. Give us your name, your real name, first and last name, we need that. Your email address so that we can get you your gift card if you win, and then your YouTube channel username. That one's not so important anymore, but we do like to know it, all right? Plus, we like to tag you in the chat if you win.
Yeah, that's
so,
the important thing.
Exactly. So 45 minutes in, we will call out the first of the three winners, then 5 minutes after that, second winner, and finally, 5 minutes left in the show, we will call out the third winner. Do not need to stick around for that. If you are called out in the chat, you've already won, all right? You do not need to respond anymore, okay? So, have I gotten all the house rules out of the way?
Yeah, I think we did all the warm welcomes. I mean, we're going to go into the style consultation portion of it.
I
Maybe
think
we
it's
can
time to go into the style consultation.
share a little bit about that.
Yeah, do you want to refresh everyone's memory on what those are?
Yeah. So I'm really excited because every week here on the Alliance Show, we we host a segment of the show that is dedicated to style consultations.
Yes, sir.
So the way for you to get your style consultation, because you can receive a style consultation from Beardbrand, is send in a couple of photos over to style@beardbrand.com.
Yep.
And let us know a couple of things. One, let us know your name if you're willing to share. Two, let us know your current age. That's really critical.
Yeah, that really does play a big factor in it.
Plays a big factor into the growth of your hair and your beard. Let us know your age. Let us know how long you've been growing for in that current photo.
Yep.
Because that will really help us get an idea for where you are in the process.
Right.
And then let us know what your goal is.
I think that's the biggest one.
And that's really a big one. Like, are you going for a year, or are you just growing to maintain a certain style? You're not limited just to hairstyle.
No, not at all.
Or beard style. If you're bald, if you don't rock any facial hair, if you want to send in photos for us to give recommendations on style, appearance, overall appearance.
Believe it or not, we give style
We also share that with you. Send it over to style@beardbrand.com. And one thing I want to make sure to mention too for the listeners today, and anybody listening beyond today and after the fact, if you've ever received a style consultation from us, be sure to send a follow-up back to us.
Stuff, man.
We love to see the follow-ups. Guys have been sending in follow-ups, letting us know, hey, man, I took this style consultation from you guys, and here's the results. And we love seeing those.
It's really cool to be able to see that.
And we'll try to feature those too if that's cool, just to kind of show the before and after transformation.
So without further ado, shall we get into the first one? The way this is going to work is Josh, who's running the stream, is going to pull up an email and read the message that we were sent in. We will see the pictures, and then one of us will describe what the guy looks like, and the other guy will begin the style consultation. All right, let's go.
Cool. In terms of follow-ups, just put follow-up in the subject line of the email that you send. That way we know it's a follow-up, and it's easy for us to find.
Thank you, detached voice of Josh.
All right, so let's get into it.
Oh, look at this guy. Wow.
This guy had a ton of photos, and it was hard for me just to pick 3.
That's some guy.
He sent
wow, you weren't kidding. That's a lot of pictures.
He sent a lot of photos, and some of them are inspiration. Some of them are Halloween costumes, and that was super cool. He was like
cool.
Homemade Spider-Man. It was a really interesting suit.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, this guy really is a great email. Anyway.
All right.
Hey guys, my name is David Trice, and I'm 19, about to turn 20 in a few months.
All right, happy birthday.
First, I would like to warn you that I'm about to write a novel and have 15 picture references for you to see.
Nice. Hey, David, I appreciate that.
I'm looking for beard and hairstyle as consultation from y'all.
Okay.
First, I would like to ask about my beard.
Sure.
Right now, pics 14 and 15 have been growing out for 42 days, only line and cheek. I find it very patchy and a couple bald spots in various places. Okay. In the past, I've grown it out for 88 days, picture 3 and 4. Okay. So those two.
Nice.
It was nasty to look at, in my opinion. I would like to have a full short beard.
You're too hard on yourself.
I would like to have a full short beard, pics 9 and 11.
Okay.
So that would be, so like Chris Evans as Captain America in Infinity War, and
picture Spider-Man with a beard. Okay.
Cool photos.
I do like those photos.
And maybe let it grow longer, like in picture 12. So that would be this one.
Okay. Wow.
I left some pics where I'm clean shaven, 1, 2, 7, and 8. Okay. But I've always wanted facial hair. Should I keep clean shaven until I can grow a full beard, keep it short and tight, or grow it a little longer? I would also like help with my hairstyle. I have thick, dense, wavy, curly brunette hair. Okay. In high school, I let it grow down to my shoulders, pics 1 and 2. So those
are earlier pictures
for you two. Yeah, when he was playing football.
Cool. Okay.
And decided to keep changing my hair up.
Sure.
I left various pictures with different hair lengths to see what y'all think I should do. Grow it out again or keep it short. My original plan was to keep my hair short until I can grow a full beard and let both my hair and beard grow very long. Any advice from y'all is very much appreciated. Thanks. Okay. P.S. I prefer wearing contacts over glasses, and I'm thinking about cutting my hair short, like Cap in Winter Soldier.
Okay.
So the 3 photos, I feel the ones that I included, I feel best suited what he's looking for. So he's got a picture with short hair and a very trimmed beard, medium to longer hair with a little bit more grown out, and then kind of a middle ground between the 2.
Okay. So where is he currently? Which one is he currently of these pictures?
He's on the far right.
The far right. Okay.
The one with the long far right.
This one.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all can't see my
the one where he's got the long. Okay.
Yes.
You photoshopped these, Josh?
I put them all together in Photoshop.
Oh, got it. I thought you photoshopped each hairstyle on him.
No.
Oh yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, how did you get it so what?
It looks
so perfect
good.
like that. Okay, so do you want to go ahead and describe them and we'll kick off the style consultation?
So I think he did a pretty good job actually of describing himself. But just to kind of recap and summarize, David is a strapping 20-year-old young man.
Yep.
And as he pointed out in the email, and again, this is no criticism because I classify myself, I say this a lot, classify myself into the patchy beard category, but he has a patchy beard. It doesn't fill in quite as thick through the cheek area. It does get that chin strap going in.
Yeah.
And then he's got the 2 patches below the bottom lip where you would naturally expect and see a lot of guys.
Going on,
and then the goatee, or what's the
soul
patch does connect to the goatee, which is
pretty
really
strong.
Cool, really strong there. And then if we move up to the hair. The hair is, man, that's got some good length on it.
Yeah, it does.
Probably about where you were before you got your last haircut, Jack. It's pretty long on top and on the sides. So it looks like he's got, it's definitely brown hair, but wavy textured hair at this point. Not quite curly, but wavy.
Yeah, definitely some wave in there.
Black frame glasses. He's rocking a blue long sleeve shirt, but I'm assuming, man, this was like a photo right before you go to bed.
Yeah. What size, or not size, what shape of face would you say that is? Like a oval? Or
hard to tell from this photo, but I would if I had to guess, I would say maybe even like a heart shape or triangle shape.
Let me put on my peepers real quick to see from a long distance. There we go. David, I am just like you. I prefer to wear contacts over glasses, but hey, I think they look pretty good on you and myself. All right. So David, again, 19, about to turn 20. Wants the full kind of short beard like Captain America has in the newest Avengers movie. So here's where we get kind of interesting, right? With what David's working with right now, I don't think the ideal beard that he wants right now is attainable right now. Correct?
I would agree.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I would agree.
I think what he wants to do instead is kind of weigh his options and see what kind of styles work for you right now. So, of course, we always say this one, the Van Dyke is in your gene right now because we see one of 2 growth pattern styles on guys your age, David. We see it on their chin and we see it on their lip, what you have, or we see it on their cheeks and their jaw, which you don't have, okay? Now, that's not to say there isn't a little bit on your cheeks and there isn't a little bit on your jaw, but I'm seeing the strength on that upper lip, and I'm seeing the strength especially on the chin, that goatee. So if you want to rock something like the Van Dyke, I think that'd be right up your alley, but if you don't, continue to grow for, I'd say, at least a month, because I think you're going to surprise yourself with how much you're actually able to grow, especially at 20 years old. And you know what, man, as you get into this 20-year-old age, and you go through it, you're going to continue to grow, and you're going to continue to see more facial hair, and it's only going to get bigger and better, man. I can't guarantee that you'll have exactly the type of beard that you're looking for, but I think you will get closer to what you want as you get older. Do you want to say anything about that? Or?
Yeah, I think at this point, man, keeping the sides pretty nice and clean. I don't like personally, at least in this photo, I don't think there's a lot of value in the chin strap, so I would keep that pretty like almost at scruff length.
Okay.
And then accentuate. I say this a lot too. Like with patchy beards, you really have to work on accentuating the areas where you do grow the best, and for you, that is right towards the center of the face.
Absolutely.
So you could work a Van Dyke. I probably wouldn't grow like too big of a Van Dyke.
Yeah, I wouldn't go
not,
super big.
Not super big, but keeping it nice and clean and short like you have now would really look good. Josh, take some inspiration, maybe even from Josh Lawson behind the computer, the man that runs our stream. He has very similar strengths.
Pretty similar growth pattern.
Very similar strengths in the center of the face, and is currently rocking a Van Dyke as well.
Yeah.
But if you want to change things up, and again, keep in mind you're 20 years old, so as you grow and as you age, you're going to get, hopefully, we don't know because it's all determined by your genetics.
Yeah, man.
But as you grow, you will possibly begin to see that fill in a little bit more, and if it doesn't, you want to change it up. Drop down to the mustache only. I think that's a really cool look. You could pull that off pretty well, I think, just based on the photos that I'm looking at here. Yep. And I personally really kind of enjoyed some of the other photos that you shared of yourself where you were younger with really long hair.
Yeah, I was going to say that too, because he wants to go back to the shorter hair, but I don't know if I would naturally say that he should. I kind of like this middle picture where he's got the longer hair.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely like the photo he's in right now where his hair is kind of like that medium length. You could really benefit from like sea salt spray.
Oh, especially in that type of hair.
In that type of hair.
Really get those waves to go.
Yeah, and it's really cool. I think longer textured hair is really where the hair trends are going for the season, unless you're doing something different and dramatic. But yeah, I think that's overall it's a really good look. I would just say keep rocking what you got, man.
Absolutely. All right, David. With all that being said, shall we gong him?
We should.
We got the gong back this week. Back. Yeah. All right, stock consultation number 1 complete. All right, who do we have here? Hey, I recognize this guy.
Yeah. This is
the Bearded Vapor.
Bearded Vapor.
Hey.
I knew it.
Hello. Love y'all's channel and company. I had a beard.
Love you too.
I had a beard and had to shave it off for an interview.
Okay.
But decided to keep the goatee.
All right.
I've had a goatee since I was a teenager and then decided to grow it back from November.
Hey.
But my goatee is obviously longer than my beard, and now it's flaws and flyaway hair stick out while my goatee is still growing since I've had a beard before.
All right.
So I know where my beard's going, but do you have any tips that a guy with limited movement with his left hand can use to trim or shape and maintain the beard/goatee while it's still growing?
Okay.
And so the 2 photos that I included were the front angle and the side angle. And this style, this is just my personal opinion, reminds me a lot of Stephen Amell from the most recent season of Arrow.
I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for it.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
So if you guys do know who, say that again. Stephen
Amell.
Amell. Is that an actor's name or is it the character's name?
It's the actor's name. He plays Green Arrow / Oliver Queen.
Okay. I do know who that is. All right. So if you guys look up the show Arrow, that's actually pretty similar. So I'll go ahead and describe our friend Bearded Vapor. So Bearded Vapor is rocking a pretty significant goatee, man. A buzz cut on top. But let's talk about this beard for a minute. This beard is pretty magnificent, man. He's got some serious length on this goatee. All the strength is right there in the jaw and the chin, okay? Comes all the way down to pretty much the bottom of his neck, okay? Yeah. Now, as we get into the cheeks and into the sideburn, this is where it gets a lot more faded out. You can really tell that it's in its stubble phase. Mustache is pretty thick, not completely over the lip yet, and not overtaking it. It's a little bit disproportionate versus that massive goatee. Really where the biggest part of this thing is. So what he's asking then is, how can a guy who's got a little bit of limited movement with his left hand continue to maintain this as it grows out? And do you want to kick things off with a style consultation? I think we might be thinking the same thing in terms of what we're going to suggest.
Yeah. So the goal is the request is asking for tips to maintain the look.
I think he wants to maintain the look and continue to grow it out. Yeah.
With limited left-hand ability, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Which is honestly, unless you're completely ambidextrous, it's my recommendation, man, is really going to be to commit to going to a barber.
I was going to say the same exact thing, man.
It depends, though. Like if you're working in a professional setting, I think it's best to go to a barber.
Yeah, it really
At least start out with once a month. Depending on either the advice we give you or what your overall personal goal is.
Yeah.
Once a month, getting into the barber to have him clean up that beard, have him take care of it, make it look symmetrical. It really takes a lot of practice to get both of your hands to trim the same way.
Oh yeah.
And so I mean, the other option that I could recommend to you as well is really, I mean, hell, man, take things into your own hands. And trial and error. I haven't shared this, I don't think, with Jack yet, or anyone, but over the last 2 or 3 months, I had been growing out my mustache.
I noticed, yeah,
it's shorter now because I've been experimenting with different trimming techniques and kind of taking things into my own hands. And through trial and error. You can't be really mad at anybody but yourself.
Yeah, I think anyone gets it wrong.
Anybody gets it wrong, and you're going to get it wrong.
Oh yeah.
But just remember, it'll grow back.
It's hair.
But if you are really set on maintaining a look, then my recommendation is to see the barber.
Yeah, and form that relationship. That's huge. I mean, actually taking the time to get to know your barber and tell them, hey, this is the goal I'm going for. let's work together to get to this place. Now, you might not necessarily get that with the first barber you go to. I've gone to a lot of different barbers where I'm not 100% sure and I haven't gone back. But once you find that barber you trust and you can work with them and you can form that relationship, I think it'll really help you, man. And if you've never had a barber take a crack at your beard, I'd say give it a shot, man. I've had my best trims in a barber shop versus the ones I've given myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would continue to do that. And I don't know, do we want to suggest anything in terms of changing up the style?
Yeah, I have some pretty firm thoughts.
Okay.
Which this is a really cool style. It's kind of it kind of reminds me a little bit of Viking style.
I was going to say kind of Viking-esque or kind of metal.
Very metal, old
Yeah.
school. But I personally think that you should maybe take down the length of the goatee a bit.
Just for right now. Yeah.
And maybe just give yourself some shape right where it starts to form that first wave.
Yeah.
And trim it up. And I would say even the length that you have now, Jack, is a good standard to maintain.
Yeah.
Again, that's my personal take. Dude, I would even be, if you wanted to really, really challenge the system and change things up, you could go for a pretty cool whaler.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Where you're not doing the full whaler, but you take off the mustache and then you have this really cool bottom goatee. I don't know, man. It's different and it's unique. And if you could rock it with the right amount of confidence, it really could translate pretty well on the other side. Especially if you're wearing like you've got now with down unbuttoned down to maybe the first two, not three or four, but first two buttons. Could be really cool. Could be an interesting look. And like I said, the key is really pulling it off with confidence. So if you've got the confidence, which you appear to do, you appear to have.
Yeah.
Might be something interesting a different take, maybe for the summer.
Yeah, absolutely. If I was going to suggest anything myself, I'd say maybe the scruffy goat would be a good one because he's definitely got the strength there in the goatee area. All he would really need to do is fade out those sides a little bit and let them be that heavy stubble while he has that really strong goatee. And I think it would look really cool with the buzz cut that he's rocking right now.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
Overall, I think we got this one in the bag.
Yeah,
Bearded
you
Vapor.
wanna gong it?
Can I gong it?
Gong it, man.
All right, man. With that being said, style consultation number 2 complete. Woo. There we do. Missed that. All right. Oh, look at this mustache. All right, who do we have here? Trying the Bandholtz.
Austin.
This is Austin.
Austin, how you doing?
What's up, Austin?
Hey,
Hello, Beardbrand rocks. My name is. Sorry.
I was taking a sip. Like, yeah. Choked.
My name is Austin Wagley. I'm 24 years old, and I've been growing this beard for the last 6 months.
Man after my own age.
I've done some trimming of my own, and I also did this haircut myself.
Oh, hey.
I'm going for the mullet, like Eric's.
Oh.
Much to the chagrin of my wife. But she actually liked the haircut after it was done.
Okay.
At least at the shorter length.
All right.
The lighting is pretty good on my beard, but it's pretty patchy and thin in brighter lights. Sorry, my room is messy.
Hey, that's all right.
Yeah, and he's just looking for general advice, I guess, since he's going for the complete Bandholtz look.
Damn it, he's 24? Dude, can I borrow your mustache? All right. Okay, so I'll go ahead and describe our buddy Austin right here. So Austin's a strapping young man of 24 years old, rocking a very thick and luscious mustache with a little bit of a gap in between, okay?
Yeah.
Picture Christian Bale's mustache, right? Kind of continuing with that Christian Bale theme. He's got a very round beard underneath. Strengths are in the jaw and in the chin, okay? Becomes a little bit more sparse as it comes up into the cheeks. Only 2 patches I see on this entire beard are right under the lip, right near the soul patch. But again, I think that's where almost every single guy in the face of the earth has a patch. I don't see what he means by the mullet. I can't really tell from this picture. There might be a little bit more hair on the nape of his neck, but from what I can see, he's got sort of a faded out side with a little bit of a almost grown out military cut. Pretty, well, not really long. I'd say like 1.5 inches on top, kind of a fluffier look. But overall, this guy's got sort of a nice medium between the rectangle and oval shaped face, okay? Big guy, too.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that me?
Okay,
Cool.
yeah, let's kick it off.
No, so Austin, first of all, man, thanks for sending in your photos. Dude, it's definitely a great head of hair. I can tell from the top. You've got real nice, thick, textured hair. So lots to work with there. Kudos to you for cutting your hair on your own. That's pretty incredible.
Trimming
That's
your beard
awesome.
is one thing. Trimming your hair, that's another.
Yeah, and if you're going for the mullet, I think that's a great look as well. Eric obviously rocks that awesome.
Yeah.
My only suggestion is maybe the fade on the side might be a little too high.
A little bit too
for a mullet.
High. Okay.
Yeah.
Too short.
I would probably drop that fade down just a little bit
Let it grow down a little bit?
Let it grow down just a little bit,
Okay.
because you don't want to end up going for you don't want to mistake a mullet for almost like the frohawk or mohawk type of thing.
Well, unless that's the look he's going for, like a warhawk would be kind of cool.
Yeah. But I think if you're doing the mullet, you might want to drop that down just a bit. Of course, I'm gonna suggest that you see a trusted barber. You can definitely show him Eric's video because Eric actually with Chachi.
Yep.
Shout out to Chachi.
What's up, Chachi?
He kind of walked him through a little bit of a tutorial in that video. So check out
a very thorough video.
And it's a very thorough video. So check out the latest video for that. As far as the beard goes, man, I would agree with the sentiments Jack shared. Is the mustache looks awesome.
It's a hell of a beard.
It looks like you might be trimming the mustache into a V a little bit, where you're kind of having the tails whip out a bit.
I don't know if that's...
I can't tell if that's just natural growth.
I think that might just be a mustache gap, because see where right under his nostril, you can see that it's right there.
Yeah.
Normally that's where, if they were doing a V, you'd see a little bit more hair.
Okay.
Because there's no hair right there in the, I want to say either Cupid's bow or Viltrum, I think that's a mustache gap.
Well, it looks good either way, man.
Yeah,
you're doing a great job.
Solid. It's a good look.
My only recommendation would be to probably drop that cheek line down just a hair. Not too much. Mm-hmm. You don't want to go all the way down. No. And you don't want to cut into where it starts to even fade. You want to just kind of clean it up and make sure that there's a line, noticeable line, maybe with like a wet shave technique.
Yeah, if you can get a really sharp blade.
You can get a sharp blade and get a nice line. It's going to make the beard look that much more full. And then the neckline, just, again, you don't have to pick it up any, just kind of clean up right where it starts to look a little untamed. I would just clean up there. But other than that, dude, good beard, good hairstyle.
Yeah. Would you look into maybe squaring off the heel of the beard? Do you see that at the edge where it becomes its most round?
Yeah, I like the round shape personally, especially for this fella. I think it works with his face shape, and I think it's just a little more presentable. Yeah, it's not bad.
It's more natural.
Yeah, it's just more natural for this face shape and his growth pattern there, from what I can see in the photo.
Yeah. All right.
What are your thoughts, man?
No, I actually do. I think I had the thought of squaring it off, and then as I hear you say it, I'm like, no, I like the roundness in it. It's nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
We finally agree on one.
We do. We finally agree on one. How about that? It took us, 50 episodes?
Yeah,
no.
It's okay.
All right, so with that being said, Austin, shall we gong?
Shall we gong him? We should gong him.
We should gong him. That being said, man, let's move into our fourth and final of today. But, should we tap out for this one?
I think we should tap out for this one.
Yeah, let's tap out and let's have someone else help us out for a minute. So you guys, we teased this a little bit at the beginning. Why don't we have two more knowledgeable guys step in for a second?
Let's give him a nice crotch shot right here.
That's lovely.
I want some.
Hey, well, the stream's buffering, so they probably didn't see anything, right?
I want some compliments on the hat.
What's up, internet?
Hey, what's going on?
I hear the internet's not working. Is that true?
Yeah, buffering.
Buffering. Am I right? No. All right. So what do we do? We got this guy here. You want to read him?
Yeah, he got an email. This is 3 weeks into growing my beard. I feel it is coming in well, but as you can see, I have a spot that is growing, but it's white. I don't know if I should color this or rock it. Please tell me what you think. I'd love to hear what style you think fits me best. Thanks.
And this is Josh.
Different Josh.
Not the actual Josh. Hey, so what you see here is a dude with a checkered button-up shirt, kind of standard dress shirt. Pretty short hair. I would say the length on the top of his hair is about 1 inch of length, or a couple centimeters. His beard is primarily stubble. Yeah, I would say it's probably about a week's worth of growth. It's a red beard. And he does have a patch of white. I don't know if it's symmetrical, if it's just on one side, because we can't see the other side of his face. Yeah. And then he's got a skin complexion similar to mine, and really kind of facial structures similar to mine in that it's an oval-shaped face. And I'd say detached earlobes. I don't know if that's relevant or not.
We do have one more piece of information.
Okay.
On the Alliance, he was mentioning that in the email he forgot to mention that he is 27 and he is growing towards the beard.
Oh, sweet. My man. Yeah, so his density is really good. Yeah. It's really thick density, and especially for being 27, I mean, the beard he can grow is going to be an amazing beard. But I mean, I think everyone knows what my answer is going to be when it comes to like rocking the white, and it's, dude, yeah, heck yeah, man. I mean, that's what makes your beard different and unique and like none other out there, is this like cool blend between the ginger beard and the white. And then as that grows out, it's going to have like this really gnarly streak in the beard. You've got white in your beard.
I do, and I like it when it grows, especially now. In the past was quite like spreaded around. There was like white hair here, there, and there. I didn't really like that much, but I roll with it. Now I like it more because it's actually a solid patch right in the front, so it's cool. But you know what? I like his hair a lot. I think the messy
It's like a messy crew cut.
Yeah,
is how
I think that suits him.
With a fade to a taper, I guess. It's not a
I would probably
fade.
grow the sides a bit longer.
Or a little bit higher up, square it off a little more is probably what I would do.
Yeah, as
at the top of the head.
Especially he's growing his beard for a year, so having a bit longer, maybe a fade quite down here or just around the ear would look much better.
Yeah, but Josh, a few more weeks, especially around 3 or 4 months, it's going to look great. And yeah, you've got great potential, so keep on growing.
Cool.
One more?
That's it?
I think that is it.
We're only doing 4?
Yeah.
So now we get to talk.
Yeah, we get to talk about grooming, I think. What's
Grooming.
your winter
Grooming
routine?
Oh, yeah. I mean, my techniques are generally going to be pretty similar. I do like make one.
Does it
basic
change
switch.
from the winter to the summer?
I mean, so I'm kind of like I'm a special snowflake. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. Did you know that, Carlos?
I know that, yes.
Oh, okay. And because I'm so special, I'm typically doing a lot of product
And
development.
flaky.
I do have some dry skin here, but yeah. So I'm typically doing a lot of different product development. In that process, I'm always changing up my routine. I'm always doing something different. I'm always working a new beard oil or utility balm or beard wash, beard softener, utility bar. All those products I'm always testing to see how they perform as we work on it and come up with iterations of it. So it's hard for me to really even say I have a normal routine, but I tend to fall in less is more and kind of like more laid back grooming style, which to me is wash the beard with a utility bar, which I love. And then on occasion, I'll use a beard softener, but it's not very regular. And then hop out of the shower and either apply beard oil or a utility balm. And that's pretty much it for me.
Cool. I have the same routine all year round. If I'm not like yourself testing new stuff, I have pretty much the same routine all year round.
Yeah.
I like to exfoliate. I use a face wash, charcoal and black lava. And I use that probably once to twice a week, just to get rid of the dead skin.
Yeah. That's one thing I haven't integrated into my routine.
Yeah, that really benefits my skin.
Yeah.
I remember I forgot to take it with me for 2 weeks, and straight away I start getting dry skin here.
Yeah.
And blackheads.
Yeah, and that's what I get right here.
Yeah.
On my cheeks below my eyes is little dry patches. In fact, my beard wave video, someone was calling me out for having flakes on my cheek. I was like, damn, dude. Like, last time I do an up close camera shot, like if you're gonna call out my pore size, like, I guess you hear it all.
Yeah, and then after that, you just apply a normal moisturizer. If my beard is stubble, if it's to this length, I start using beard oil.
You know, we had this conversation earlier in the week, and it was specifically like here in the Beardbrand office, it's like all the white people, like love the utility balm. It's like use it on their face, use it on their arms, use it on their legs. And then it seems like anyone who isn't like pasty white like me, like the utility balm like doesn't absorb as well into the skin or
I find it makes my skin a little bit oily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of like the beauty of our product offering is like if you have preferences for a lighter weight option, you kind of go with the beard oil, or if you want something a little deeper conditioning, then go with the utility balm. And our team support at Beardbrand really will help you out and kind of guide you on what's going to be right for you and your skin type and what you're looking to achieve in your grooming routine.
Cool. What about clothes, your winter clothes?
I tend to wear shorts and short sleeves in the winter, and then parkas and.
You live in Austin, man. You can't be that bad.
I mean, right now, what is it right now? Yeah, it literally, like, I'm getting 72 degrees. I don't know if you guys can see that.
It's like 23 Celsius.
Yes, it's the most beautiful weather you could ever imagine. It's
not too
January.
hot, and it's hot.
It is beautiful out, and so I mean, this jacket is actually a little bit too much. You're perfectly dressed.
Yeah, I'm going back to the UK tomorrow, so back to
Yeah.
shearling coats and all that.
Yeah. So my wardrobe, I tend to just wear jeans all the time, and I'll integrate more long sleeves into my wardrobe. But it's, you guys know me, it's either like a solid t-shirt or solid long sleeve, and then my denim jacket or my Velstaff jackets.
I tend to wear the same stuff all the time as well, like jeans, boots are my go-to, t-shirt or a shirt with either a lighter jacket or a winter jacket if it's too cold like in England. I don't like to wear a lot of layers, and probably that's why I get cold a lot.
Yeah.
But due to my work, sometimes I do put a lot of layers just for the sake of taking some pictures for my Instagram.
Are you, yeah, I've never figured out layers is one thing, but are you, I don't even know what I was going to say next.
Okay.
Are you rocking anything like stylistically different, like these boots with jewelry on it? I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so
jewelry and bandanas.
These boots are actually called, bandana boots.
Really? Is that what
that's what they're called, yeah. Yeah, man.
Turn them sideways so they can potentially see them on the stream.
Yeah, I'll go the other foot.
Yeah, that seems like something Sylvester would rock as well. And then I've got my helm boots, which I wear. I've got a couple pair of helm boots, and it's Chuka, where they've got this buffalo leather paired in with like a normal leather. And then what helm boots does is they put this white midsole and to add a little bit of pop and difference. And I found these boots are...
Yeah, I've got a few pairs, and I love them. But I'm more into like these type of boots at the moment. I don't know why. I always go to something brown.
Yeah.
So most of my boots are brown.
What can brown do for you?
Yeah, I don't
Thanks,
know.
UPS, for that sponsor.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyway, shall we call Jack and Sylvester back here? I think Eric.
Are we getting kicked out?
No.
I could just hijack this stream for the rest of the day, right?
I think we had some fun. I think it's time for the hosts now. And
Come on, Carlos.
great to be on here.
I don't want to give this seat up, guys.
I know. He loves the camera.
But, well, maybe like they can't see us anyways because of the buffering issues. Yeah. So hopefully all those on the podcast will miss our beautiful voices.
I'm looking buff.
All right, let's bring these guys back in. One more final shot for you guys.
Chair's nice and warm for us now.
Thanks for the cock shot.
Yeah, that was real nice. So as we get back into it, we are approaching the time when we're going to be drawing our first name. So you guys do still have about 3 minutes to enter into that giveaway. It's still going on down in the description. Remember, name, email address, and YouTube channel username. And we will call that out in just a few minutes, okay? So, but before we get into that, I wanted to speak on this ourselves, this special topic, this winter thing, because it seems like what happens is Eric and Carlos don't really change as the winter comes around. I didn't really expect that. I kind of understood that Carlos kind of goes all year round with the layers and everything, but, do you find yourself changing in the wintertime, or are you the kind of guy that stays the same all year round?
And we said it at the beginning of the stream, Jack, where you got to take into context a lot of different variables, like, where you live.
Absolutely.
Your skin type. Mm-hmm. And so me personally, I don't necessarily change up my routine per se, but
you're killing me.
But I do get a little more sensitive skin in the wintertime.
Okay.
And I tend to have... drier skin in the winter.
Yeah, I was going to say same thing.
And so to the point, or being made earlier, for some guys, utility balm is going to go a long way.
Absolutely.
But I find myself sticking more towards beard oil. And what I like to do is I'll take it, I'll apply it, even as short as I keep my beard now, and mustache.
You're still using the beard oil.
I'm still using it, and I like to take it and rub it into my sides.
Interesting. That's one I haven't seen.
Sometimes I'll take a little bit of the residuals, if there's any, and then I'll rub it into
just kind of the rest of your face.
It depends. Not every day.
Just every once in a while, you're feeling a little dry.
Every once in a while, in the cooler months, I'm feeling a little more dry. So
that's interesting, because I'm kind of on the other hand, where I am, I guess, one of those token white people in the office that loves utility balm. And really, when it comes down to wintertime, I mean, my knuckles are dry as hell right now. I always got to have some utility balm either on my desk, and I definitely am putting it on in the morning after the shower, because I like a hot shower and my skin just ends up drying out. Yeah. So I've always got that. But, I mean, I guess you do kind of dress similarly in the wintertime versus the summertime. You do break out those big jackets, which I like.
Yeah. So I got a ton of jackets at home, and I lived where it was negative 40 degrees at one point in the year, up in the Midwest, just across the lake from Chicago. And so we would get lots and lots of cold.
Yeah, just biting cold.
God awful. God forsaken. I don't believe hell's going to be hot if you believe in that cold thing. I think it's going to be cold.
That's so weird. I mean, I've never experienced cold like that. I've never been anywhere that's been that.
Yeah, man. So I like jackets. I like to layer. I feel like I've got a pretty good methodology when it comes to layering. Yeah. Like I switch over to maybe thin sweaters or
slowly work the jacket
and just
down
slowly work the jacket more. I mean, we have a saying here in Texas, you don't wear a jacket to keep warm, you wear it for fashion.
Yeah, right.
So it's 70 degrees out today, and I did bring a light jacket, but it's just something as a layering piece to take off and on.
Yeah. I'm like Eric. I need to learn layering, like you and Carlos have down. I'm either t-shirt. I'm like, I hope there's a jacket at the office I can borrow, or I put on just the biggest jacket I've got. But I find that I prefer winter fashion, because especially with guys who are slimmer like you and I think it does a lot for us. I think there's something to be said about a slim guy in a coat versus a slim guy when it's like in a t-shirt. Your body becomes part of the fashion. And if you're like me and you haven't been taking fantastic care of your body, it's not exactly something to behold.
Yeah, that's a good point. A jean jacket's a great addition to your wardrobe during the cooler months. If you live in a warmer climate, like Texas or Southern California, right?
Oh yeah.
Or Florida.
Oh yeah.
Even a rope sweater.
Kind of a northeastern kind of style sweater.
That's also good. I have a pretty big jacket for when I travel. And it's really cold where I'm at. Yeah. And it's literally, I could wear a t-shirt under that thing, and it's like...
Oh, it's like one of those Canadian Goose style ones.
Yeah, it's even got the fur around the hat.
I know exactly the type.
I'll pull that out if it gets below 30 or below Texas. 50 here. I'll pull that bad boy out.
On the rare occasion it gets that cold here.
You can definitely. I tend to wear boots even in the summertime. I wear boots, but even more so, I'll pair it with like a heavier weighted sock in the wintertime, just to kind of make sure my legs and feet stay warm.
Yep.
But yeah,
I mean that's a good staple to go for. Of course, there's always me with the holdouts from Florida. The surf shoes.
You've got your surf shoes on.
Yeah, exactly. The lightweight chinos, the ripped up shirt a little bit. I tend to be hot all the time, and so ironically, I find myself getting shorter haircuts in the summer or in the wintertime.
Really?
Yeah, especially right now. I even had to get the little lines on the side so I can feel just that little extra bit of coolness against my bald skin.
Nice.
So yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, should we pull our first winner and we can continue?
I was going to say,
topic?
I think we should pull our first winner now. So do we have our first one, Randa? Randa's going to come over to the microphone.
Yes, we have Camilo Estrada as our first winner.
Camilo Estrada, let's give him a gong. You are winner number one, my man.
Congratulations.
Woo! That was a loud one, eh? So yeah, I do think that's something that you want to keep in mind, is that as winter comes around, of course, there's the style, like we mentioned, like the actual fashion that changes. But I think... Do you find yourself growing a different type of beard in the wintertime?
Me personally, no. And, like I've said it 100 times, I'll say it 100 more times. I have a patchy beard. Right. So unless I'm growing for a year, which I have done before, I find it that I like to keep it pretty short.
Right.
But I may go back out and try to regrow the mustache to a bigger state.
Get a little bit more warmth in the face.
Yeah, and just kind of for me, it's not. Yeah, and honestly, Jack, it's not even about keeping warm because again, my beard is. I keep it pretty short, but it's really just a style change for me.
Yeah, it kind of goes better with the heavier clothing.
Yeah, and if you didn't catch it earlier, I did grow it out and I trimmed it shorter, and again, I'm experimenting with different things.
Right now?
Yeah, I think I told Telia the other day. I think I might keep it this short in the summertime.
Yeah, it's a nice look, especially paired with the stubble or the heavy stubble.
Yeah.
Style.
How about you? Do you?
I do find myself growing out my beard a little bit longer. Now, of course, this winter not so much because I had just come off hot from the year, and I was ready to kind of change things up. So I actually had the short beard for a while, but I was growing it throughout. I think. Yeah, I mean, if I started in November with No Shave November, I mean, I had been growing through that entire period up until about this week when we cut it all down to do this new style. And I'm actually kind of liking this style. I think I might go a little bit shorter. So I remember we were saying for Bearded Vapor during his style consultation, we talked about the scruffy goat. Yeah. I think I may go one step further next time I do a trim and take the sides down even farther and take the neck down completely.
I think you would look really cool with that.
I don't know. Maybe we'll try it out. Who knows? And apparently I need to go get a fade because I guess I didn't keep this short enough on the sides. Nice. So maybe eventually we'll do a follow-up video. Yes, I do read the comments. I don't know. We got to get you in the barber chair at some point.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we've never featured you with a beard shave or anything like that.
Maybe we'll do something cool.
Who knows? All right. So we are hot on the trails of calling winner number 2. Do we have a winner number 2, Randa, that we can call out? I'm sorry, we got late to the first one, so we're ready for
winner number 2 is Nicholas Chiato.
Nicholas Chiato. I don't care how you say it. Either way, you are a winner, my friend. All right, let's gong him.
Let's gong him.
Nice. That being said, are there any questions that you've noticed throughout this stream, Randa? Has anyone even stuck around to this point, or are we just talking to ourselves right now?
I wasn't even by the mic. So far, everything is just, this chat is fire right now.
What are you talking about?
Honestly. Well, regardless of any issues that we're having, people are still sticking around and talking.
Oh, that's good.
And that's like the whole point of this is
that's great.
that, we have this live stream, but we're also hanging out, answering questions in the chat. So, it's going pretty well so far. Nice. But we do have something cool coming up in March that maybe we can talk about.
Should we start teasing this?
Yeah.
Few minutes to tease this?
I'll share some more information here in a minute.
I'll let you take the lead on this one because I find like I'll probably spoil something.
I wanted to make sure to drop a couple of extra things on today's subject first, if that's cool. Maybe after the last winner, we'll share those details. But
let's finish up this topic.
But again, if you're just tuning in, or if you're just catching this podcast for the first time, we're kind of talking about winter is coming, and if I would have this show would have been no shit, winter's here. So sorry.
Thanks, Sylvester.
But I was going to say a couple of things. One, just to cover, I had jot some notes down. In the cooler months, they supposedly they suggest that you should drop the temperature in your shower as well, because the hot water tends to lead to drier and brittle hair. Head hair,
I was gonna say skin,
beard,
probably,
and even your skin. So, Beardbrand shampoo, conditioner is probably going to be. Of course, this is a Beardbrand channel. This is a Beardbrand show, so we're going to suggest Beardbrand products, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But the conditioner that we have has a special shea butter, shea ingredient in it that really can condition the hair and
I have noticed
take care of the hair. And then beard softener is going to really be your friend in the winter months as well. So I personally like hot showers, so I'm willing to suffer a little bit and just maybe moisturize a little more often if I need. So I'm not willing to give up a hot shower, but that's something to take in mind, especially if you live up north or where it's cold. And then the skin, I wanted to make sure to mention, try to commit washing your face every day if you can. I aim for twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening.
Yeah, don't go to sleep with a dirty face.
And be sure to wash your neck too, because your neck is as much of a part of your face as anything. So make sure you wash behind the neck, around the neck. You can also, I've seen photos where you can see a guy's face is super nice and clean, but his neck is old and wrinkly.
Got that classic dirty neck.
Yeah, you kind of get older. You want to make sure develop the habits now and wash the entire thing, right? But the last part I wanted to mention was about this is a perfect time of year where you want to maybe even commit to a solid regimen to work out.
Yeah.
For guys who don't work out on a regular basis, and you're like, oh man, I just been living off of candy and alcohol for the
especially coming
last
off the
month,
holidays,
coming off the holidays,
that Christmas tummy.
Yep, and commit. I would say commit. Maybe try to make a commitment to work out at least once a day.
That's a big commitment.
Well,
man.
let me say it this way: if you can't commit to working out once a day, commit at least to sweating once a day.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, so if you break a sweat,
Yeah.
that I would say that counts as your workout. Again, if you don't have a regular workout routine.
And now you're not talking about sitting too close to the window and getting hot at your desk. You're talking like, okay, let's get up and let's take a walk.
Yeah, take a walk,
Yeah.
take the stairs, go for a run.
Yeah.
At least once a day, commit to breaking a sweat.
Oh, yeah.
However that translates for you. But for the guys who are working out on a regular basis, man, I would challenge you to increase your current workout regimen.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe instead of working out, maybe you do. I know Eric is working out. He's doing a strengthening workout regimen once a week.
Yep.
He works out pretty regularly, but he's adding that extra strength.
one.
And I think his goal is to do it twice a week. So
Yeah.
again, guys who already have a workout regimen, you're like, yeah, man, I lift weights all the time. All right, so instead of doing 4 sets, see if you can do 5 sets.
Yeah.
So adding on to your current workout regimen is also a good way to
Build it up, yeah.
to build it up and keep it up. So
That's a good thing to say.
yeah, man, those are good things to. So hair, skin, body. It's good to be mindful of those things this time of year and kind of reassess and reset.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like Greg said in his last video, this is the perfect time. Just like we said in the last stream, man.
Did
What
he?
am I talking about, Greg? Talking about us. Talking about setting new goals and pushing yourself to
There
keep
you
on
go.
growing in the new year.
Yeah, man.
There you go. Bring it back to the whole situation. So why don't we call out our third and final winner, and we will drop some hot, sexy information on you guys.
All right, winner number 3 is Fear the Beard.
Hey.
Oh,
I know this guy. Congratulations. All the way to California. I think he actually lives in a city near where I used to live. I'm not saying that because I stalk him. I say that because I send out these gift cards afterwards and I see where they live. All right. Congratulations to our 3 winners. So shall we get into our little teaser of what's to come in March?
Yes.
Now, again, I will let you take the lead on this as I don't want to spoil too much. I'm not sure what we can and can't say. But if you want to kind of kick things off,
So
what's coming up, man?
every year for the last several years, Beardbrand hosts what we call Celebration by Beardbrand.
CXBB if you're nasty.
CXBB if you're nasty. And Celebration by Beardbrand is a annual party that we host right here in Austin, Texas.
Yes, sir.
And we basically have an entire night of music, of what I would call fellowship and festivities.
Networking, if you're into that.
Getting to rub shoulders with Eric, with Carlos. Last year, Greg
was there.
Was here.
Mahesh came out. It was great.
And last year, Mahesh was actually in town.
That was fun.
For the event. And he was in town because the day before we hosted a part 1 to the event.
Sort of VIP section.
Yeah, sort of VIP status, and it was a ticketed event where you could buy a ticket, and it would give you access to Beardbrand. So you were able to come hang out.
You came to our office.
You came to our office. You got into the door. You had unlimited access to kind of hang out with the team, hang out with Eric, hang out with Carlos, hang out with Greg, hang out with Mahesh. And if you bought a ticket to that, you actually received a haircut, a beard trim, style consultation, products. So we're doing that again this year.
Yeah, we are.
And so the official dates are, so that you can put them on your calendar, is March 20th and 21st.
There it is.
The 20th will be the day 1 of the event, and then that event will carry over to the 21st, and then we're going to celebrate and party hard that evening right here in downtown Austin.
Oh, yeah.
And if you want to get more information, if you want to get a ticket or secure your ticket to the event, make sure that you're subscribed to the Beardbrand newsletter.
That's a big one.
That is a big one because we're going to be letting our everybody who is subscribed, that's how you'll be notified. I mean, eventually you'll be able to go to beardbrand.com and see the ticket, see the information on there. You'll also see the prices. I won't share those prices yet because we're still working on all the details and to get that uploaded. But
it's coming.
It's coming. Put it on your calendar. I've got guys messaging me, all the time already, actually in the last week, asking for those dates, asking for the tickets. So they're going to go quick. And dude, you do not want to miss what we've got in store.
And it's limited access. So you better get them while they're hot.
Yeah, limited access. And we're doing a style consultation with a really cool company called League of Rebels here in Austin, Texas.
They actually hosted us for the VIP thing.
Yeah, so you know, if you're like, what the hell is he talking about? What is this? Yeah. You can go actually to our channel and to the YouTube channel and type in Beardbrand CXBB.
Yeah, there's like 10 videos.
There's like 10 or 12 videos. And yeah, man, it's going to be a really good time
really looking forward to that.
Of networking. It's going to be a good time to connect. It's going to be a good time if you're a member in the Alliance. If you're not familiar with the Alliance, Jack, you want to tell them a little bit
about the Alliance? See, the Alliance is a group of like-minded individuals that belong to a sort of private area of Beardbrand, if you will, right? So this was kind of talking off of CXBB. I would say the CXBB VIP was almost like the precursor to the Alliance in a way. And a lot of the guys that were part of that VIP section became then part of the Alliance, which is great. And so this is sort of an online community that you can be a part of, where we talk about everything from beards to hairstyle to lifestyle and everything in there and in between, all right? So if you want more information about that, that is all down in the description. We will keep that up. And we've got a little end card at the end of all of our most recent videos that will tell you more about the Alliance. It's a fantastic place. I'm part of it. Sylvester's a part of it. Everyone in this room is a part of it, I believe. Randa, are you a part of it? Are you a part of the Alliance, Randa?
No, Randa is not a part.
All right, Randa's not allowed in the Alliance. No. All right, almost everyone in this room is, only the coolest people are on the Alliance. It's exclusive. I'm going to catch heat for that afterwards.
Yeah.
But anyway, so check that out under this video. Again, at the end of every single video, we have more information. Alliance is a fantastic place to be a part of, where you can really connect with like-minded individuals and become the best part of, or best man that you can really be.
Yeah, March 20th or 21st, 2019, right here in Austin, Texas. If you're interested and you're willing, make plans to join us.
Yeah, man. It's going to be a good time. We're going to get wild. Get to see me in a sailor hat. It's always fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. But guys, this will bring us to the tail end of our show today. Our second episode of 2016. I'm sorry, 2016.
2019.
Excuse me while I hop in my time machine, come back to the current year of 2019. Our second episode of 2019.
Yeah, man.
It was a good one, man. We had some fun guests. We had some fun times, good style consultations. I'm really looking forward to CXBB coming around this year.
Me too.
It's going to be a good time. So, hey, until we can see you guys next time.
Hey, keep pushing forward.
And keep on growing. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Good show, good show. Fade out. It was a good show. Goodbye, everyone.